much for tuning in. My name is Lindsay, for those of you new to my channel, and today I am going to share 5 important fashion and beauty tips for those of you 30 years and over. Now, if you are under 30 years old, keep watching this video because you will just be ahead of the game. Now, I was inspired to do this video because this month I turned 38. I said it, okay, I said it. I'm officially in the late 30s club, which is fine, but it's also like a little scary. I don't know. But it got me thinking about the tips that I've used as I've gotten older that have had the biggest impact on my personal style and my beauty regimen. So I wanted to share them with you. So if you like this video, I would love for you to subscribe. See that button down there? If it's red, tap it and turn it gray, and then you will see me every Saturday. That rhymed. The only things certain in life are death, taxes, and fine lines and wrinkles under and around your eyes. It's the truth. So because of this, you need to use your concealer sparingly. Now I know that sounds that you maybe need to use more when you get older because you need to cover up more stuff, but no, I learned this the hard way. So over the past few years, I've been having this struggle with putting my concealer on, putting powder on underneath, and then an hour later I look in the mirror and it's all cakey and creasy and I couldn't figure out what was going on. Like even my husband had said something like, babe, what's under your eyes? Well, I realized I was using way too much concealer and I needed to stop caking the powder under my eyes. Now, I know you watch all these makeup tutorials and they talk about baking your concealer. Nope, don't do it unless you have perfect canvas under your eyes and you have 0 fine lines or wrinkles, which wouldn't that be a gift? You have to use it sparingly. I've also been through all the concealers and I at first thought, oh, I'm using the wrong concealer. So I went through like an army of concealers, but I really realized that I just needed to use less. So I found this one and I've been using it for years. It is NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. Now I love this because it goes on really creamy and smooth. And I'm gonna show you guys, I put on about this much, not a lot. And I know a lot of you guys are like, putting it all over. No, because you're just adding layers and then through the day while you're talking or facial expressions, your face crinkles up and then there's just more product to settle in those fine lines. So this is honestly as much as I do, and then I recently got these little guys and I just tap her in right there and honestly, that's it. And I set it and forget it like that. I do not, some people are gonna think I'm crazy, I do not set it with powder. The only thing under my eyes is this, and that's it. And I found that through the day, I have less creasing. Of course I have a little, but it is a lot less. So don't bake yourself like a cake. For those of you who have the fine lines and wrinkles, try this tip, and I really think it's going to be hugely beneficial for you. Since my mid to late 20s, I have always layered a serum underneath my moisturizer morning and night. And I truly believe that doing this throughout the years has played a big part in my skin looking as good as it does at the ripe old age of 38. Now, for me, it's really important to minimize fine lines and wrinkles. So I recently started using this product from StriVectin. It's called the Wrinkle Recode Line Transforming Melting Serum. And they actually sponsored the mention in this video, which is really cool because StriVectin was one of the first anti-aging products that I ever knew about. I used to see it in my mom's bathroom when I lived at home a long time ago, which is really cool because the brand has been around a long time and I feel like it's a really trusted product. So I recently started using this product because it said it would boost skin's own wrinkle defenses to minimize fine lines and wrinkles in just 7 days, which is like instant gratification for me, so I had to try it. And you can see the before photo and the after next to it. I see the subtle difference. I overall feel like my skin is a little bit more plump and glowy, and even to me, the naked eye, when I look in the mirror, I truly did see a subtle difference. Now, I'm not going to tell you guys that this is going to eliminate your fine lines and wrinkles. There's no delete button serum out there. I wish there was, because I will be using it and talking about it. But I think these little improvements make a big impact, especially when putting on my makeup. And I really feel like this product works. Oh, and it's super luxurious on your skin. And I also want to say this too, do not skimp out on your skincare. This is not fashion, this isn't trends, you can cheap out on that. But when it comes to your skincare, you need to drop a little coin. Remember, you're putting this on your skin and it's sinking in, so you gotta drop a little money. Now, a quick departure from the beauty tips because I really want to talk about personal style right now, and specifically when it comes to trends. I feel like when we get older, all of a sudden, we feel like with our wardrobe, for many of us, we can't wear certain things. We have rules. Oh, I'm too old to wear that. Oh, that's too young for me. Now, I do understand that there are things that are just inappropriate and maybe too revealing, but the reality is our clothes are an expression of who we are. They're our armor when we go out into the world. And can you imagine if you isolated yourself and you only wore the same thing all the time, how boring that is? So I really encourage you, I don't care if you're 30, 40, 50, 100 years old, if you're that lucky. Please experiment with trends, new things that come out. Maybe you see things in fashion magazines online. Just go for it. Don't right away say, oh, I'm too old for that. The truth is you can pull off anything when you balance it with something classic. And I also think that you can easily experiment with trends dependent on where you are going. So if you're going to a concert, maybe that's the time you wear those sequin patch jeans that you've seen. Or let's say that you love leopard print. You know, maybe you won't wear it to work, but maybe you will wear it to a night out or a date night or something. So I can't say it enough. Do not hinder yourself when it comes to fashion as you get older. You can still dabble, you can still wear those boyfriend jeans when you're 60 years old and over. It's just all about balancing them out with classic pieces and also wearing the trends to appropriate events in your life. You remember the age spots you've seen on grandma's hands? Well, those of you guys who are lucky that your grandma is still alive, mine are not here anymore. But I remember both of them had age spots, like dots on their hands. And for a lot of women, those are sunspots. So for me, what I like to do is when I'm moisturizing my face, I also like to just do a quick rub on the back of my hands because you don't think about it, but when you're driving or out in the day, sun beats down on your hands and over time it creates those sunspots. So especially if you're in the car a lot, it's sunny always in California. I just do that. When I'm washing my face, I make a conscious effort. Face, right here. So I personally love to also use this Shiseido sunscreen. It's this stick, it's non-greasy. I also just wipe it on the back of my hand, super easy. And I also keep this in the center console of my car. So if I forgot when I was moisturizing my face, I got it right in the console, I put it on and no more grandma hands. Even though I did love my grandma hands, I just don't want them. All right, now let's talk about best practices when it comes to washing your face. So if you're like me, for years, you've washed your face using a terry cloth, a washcloth. I mean, whatever was in the shower, whatever was around. So I've been doing this forever, but a few months ago, my friend said that this was bad for my skin and will over time age my skin. And I was like, what? So what I learned is that a lot of times we've had our washcloths forever. So through time and washing them, they get coarse and dry and they're hard on your skin, and which actually makes a lot of sense. And also I think a lot of times we just grab any old terry cloth, you know, who knows what we use it to wipe our body down, our face down 10 times. So a lot of times there's a lot of bacteria on them as well. So I was told the best thing to use is muslin cloths. Now, I got these on Amazon really cheap. There was like a pack of 8 for like, I don't know, $5. And this is gentler on your skin. It's a single woven fabric and it also very lightly exfoliates. So I think these are great. You know, you use them for a few weeks and you throw them away. And I think you feel more comfortable throwing away these little flimsy cloths than you would, you know, your terry cloth or your nice washcloth. Now's the time, you guys, let me know what you thought of these tips, and most importantly, I've included the link to the StriVectin website below. So that's all I got for today, and I hope to see you guys on Saturday. Bye, everyone.